Hey, hi. At the end of this video, we could able to learn about the below things in Python and like what is meant by a variable and how what is the purpose and need for an variable in Python programming language and how to declare a variable and assign a value to that particular in that and how to declare a multiple variables in Python and assigning value. And also along with this, we are going to declare a simple if block and learn how it will work. Let's take an example. What is need for or what is the purpose of a variable, right? So I'm just going to take a use case of let's say I'm having a mark, student mark. Okay, I'm having a mark of 5. I just want to compare this one and put a grade for this particular mark. So my mark is 5, right? So if it is greater than or equal to 9, then I comes under grade A. So now we are going to take another condition else if 5 greater than or equal to, if so, then application means want to give the name grade as, and again else if 5 greater than or equal to 7 means grade C. Else it is D grade. So I'm just executing this. So my mark is this one. Okay? My mark is 5. I'm just checking with the different levels. If it is greater than 9, the grade should be A. If it is greater than or equal to A, then grade should be B. If it is greater than or equal to 7, then it is C. Else it is D. Okay? Just executing. So I'm just coming under D. Let's say, for example, I just want to check for another mark. So for that, what I need to do, this is my mark, right? 5 is my mark. Right? So I need to replace the mark. Let's say I just, this time I'm having it as my mark is just replacing the values now. I'm just executing. Now my mark is D. So assume like this is my program. So how many lines are there? Around nearly, so within 10 lines are there. So each time I'm going and doing the modification within this particular value, right? Instead, so assume like there are 1,000 lines of code. Then each time I have to go and modify the values or the data we are going to play around, right? So to avoid that, so I'm going to create a variable. So I'm just going to create a variable mark and assigning a value as A. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to wherever my mark value is there, right? I'm going to replace this with my the variable name. Simply I'm just replace with my name. Here, so we have done a variable declaration, right? So this is the variable declaration. I'm assigning a value as A. So this time what will happen? The same result. Okay. So I just want to change it to 10. Okay, what will happen? So again, my grade has changed. It is since it is falls under this category, so my grade has came out as A, right? But I done the changes in this particular line alone. But instead, previously, what I have done, I just went to line by line and done the modification. Instead, I just done the modification in one place and it get reflected in my entire code. So that is the purpose of declaring a variable. Okay, instead, if we are not declaring a variable, so each time I'm going and do the modification within my entire code, entire programming lines, right? To avoid that situation, I just make the changes in one particular place, and this variable will reflect the values. Whatever the change values will get reflected across all the lines. So that is the purpose of declaring a variable, reusable values. Okay? So this is the purpose of it. Okay, we are so right now we have completed this one. So what is a variable? So variable is an label. Okay, so it contains the value. The mark is a label, so I'm just assigning a value. So since it is a Python is a dynamic type, so we no need to mention any data type before we assigning any values. So internally it will do the conversion. It will check on what is the data type for this particular value. Since it in 10, we assign the value as 10, right? So it will go and check what is the data type for this particular, either it's an integer, a float, a string. So it will check internally. So how we declare a variable? Let's assume like I'm just declaring another variable p equal to 12.23. Okay, so it means it is accepting it, there is no concern or it won't raise any error before since we no need to declare any data type, but we will so if we want we can able to check what is the data type of this particular variable, right? So using the print statement and using a type method, so we can able to check what is the data type of this particular variable. It is falls under float. So likewise I'm just going to create another variable. Okay, let's say this time I'm just going to give b as a, it's a string, right? So I'm going to use the same variable, but this time it is saying like it is falls under string data type. This is the one thing. And there is another one. So we can do the conversion internally. Let's say for example, using a float method, we can do a conversion. Let's say I'm just declaring a variable C and assigning a float. Yeah, float. Of, 10. So this time I'm printing the value. So this time what it will return, it will convert internally, this integer will convert internally and it will assign the value as 10.0 since we done the explicit data type conversion. Even though it is an integer, we are just explicitly converting this. So this float is an placeholder or it has some symbol or something access point, right? So it's a function, right? So we can change the value. Let's say for example, I'm just assigning float equal to 100. I'm just printing the value. Let's see. So it is printing as 100. I'm just copy pasting the same thing here. I'm just reproducing. I'm just checking. I'm just assigning the value as 20. I'm just this integer to float. So this time I can able to see. I'm just getting a type error. Previously we got the output right for the same one, but this time it is getting throwing error. Why? Because we assigned this particular point or object. We just assigned some few values to that, right? So it is not working as expected, right? So to what we need to do means we need to delete the particular assignment. So I'm just doing the delete. The deletion has happened. I'm just executing the same thing again. So this time this particular float has been reverted and I revert back to the normal state, and it does the data type conversion, and I'm getting the result as type float data type. So now we can able to see how can we declare multiple variables. Let's say, for example, I'm just taking a comma b comma c comma equal to 1 comma 2 comma. Also, I'm just using a print to check what is my values it is having. Let's say this is the multiple variable declaration and assignment within one particular. Okay? I'm executing this, so I can able to get it get the values. Even though I can able to since it is comes under integer data type, right? Instead, I can able to do it for different data types also. Let's say let's take an assuming I just want to declare values for variables for car. So model, car, and version. These are the three variables. So model is year will come, right? So let's say, for example, F23 and comma price I can say like something 23, and the version I could say it's let's print this all the variable price. See here it is internally this first value is assigned to model, and the second value is assigned to price, and the third value is assigned to version. So in this way we can able to declare multiple variables in one single list. So thanks for watching this video. So as of now we have covered all this thing. Okay. Thank you.